Joining me now, Alabama Senator Tommy Tuberville. He's a member of the Armed Services Committee. Senator Tuberville, again, I'm just going to read you. This is from the New York Times. It's not your favorite newspaper, and it ain't my favorite either. But they're describing a couple days ago, the Biden administration is indefinitely freezing decisions about new federal oil and gas drilling. Indefinitely freezing decisions on all new permits and sales, and they're talking about some goofy thing called the social cost of carbon, which nobody understands and has no empirical analytics.
Larry, exactly right. And, you know, just a few weeks ago, a federal judge closed 80 million acres of land to be drilled on in the Gulf of Mexico. It's all a plan. They want to shut it all down. The greenies are out there. They believe in that, you know, that climate change, extremism, racism, voting rights. I mean, that's the only thing they want to talk about. And, you know, they drug their feet on Ukraine, and look at the mess that we're in now.
I mean, this is right. The diplomacy failed. The sanctions, whatever, probably coming too late. But, you know, on this oil point, I mean, Alabama is oil and gas, too. The point is, he can't help himself, Senator. He has to attack our oil companies at his press conference today, as though they're the bad guy. Help me with this, Senator. I thought Putin was the bad guy. I thought we were trying to help Ukraine, you know, be a sovereign state with the freedom to choose which side or which team they want. No, it's wrong. It's the American energy companies that are the bad guys. So I'm very confused about this, Senator Tuberville.
Well, Putin's a tyrant. He's a murderer. We know that. He can't hold back. He needs to get his name in the paper and get more power, and that's what he's trying to do. But as we're helping him not drill or pump any oil, Larry, the problem is the price of oil is going up, and who's making a profit off of it? Russia. He's making billions of dollars more, and he loves all this. He's loving every bit of it, and we have to get back to drilling and pumping more oil. Open the pipelines. It is going to be a disaster. Inflation is going to hit sky high. Today, prices went up 30, 40 cents a gallon here in the state of Alabama, and it's going to get worse before it gets better.
Last one. Sources of mine tell me that the Energy Secretary, Jennifer Granholm, you know, from the unionized state of Michigan. Anyway, actually, it's not anymore. Granholm is sitting on 6 authorizations for LNG exports. 4 of them in the Gulf of Mexico, which would go to Europe, which will desperately need LNG exports from the United States. And then 2 of them are American companies operating in Mexico that would send LNG to Asia. So she is waiting for this, quote, social cost of carbon nonsense, where they try to measure upstream and downstream consequences, which is an absolutely phony metric. She is sitting on that. Nothing, I would think, sir, nothing would help Europe more than to make up the shortfall in natural gas, which will happen because of the hostilities and the sanctions on Russia. And Granholm is sitting on those leases and authorizations. What do you make of that?
Yeah, well, again, it all goes back to the plan. We want to do away with gas and oil. The thing about this, Larry, we could put pressure on Russia if we could get NATO and the European countries to say, we're done with Russia. We're going to take it from Mexico. We're going to take oil and gas from America. We're going to take it from Canada. Put pressure on. It's the only card in the deck that we got that will out-Trump what Russia is doing right now. Putin understands that he's got the Trump card right now, and he's playing it. And we're not even trying to play the game. We're just hiding, sitting back, and we're letting him run directly over top of us, NATO, and Ukraine.
Thank you, Senator Tuberville. Thank you very much, sir. We will talk as soon as we possibly can.